Okay, Lena, I gotta say it. This dude is starting to sound like a Netflix documentary waiting to happen. 6 months, no camera, always knows what to say. I mean, come on. Even my food delivery guy has a selfie on the app.
You're listening to Real Talk with Bill and Paul, where real stories get real messy. I'm Bill, and joining me as always is the man with zero filters, Paul. We've got another female caller, Lena, 28. Hi, Lena. What's up?
Hey, thanks for having me. Big fan of the podcast, by the way.
Ooh, we love to hear that. Appreciate it, Lena. 28, that's like peak chaos age. You holding up okay?
Chaos is one word for it. Some days better than others.
You based in the city or more out of the way?
I'm in the city. The traffic and rent remind me daily.
Sounds like you're juggling a lot.
Yeah, no red flags so far, which means this story's probably about to take a sharp left turn.
And Lena, what do you do?
I work in healthcare. Long hours.
All right, so what's going on?
It's been a strange few months, honestly. I've always been someone who's kind of kept to myself. I mean, I work a lot and I don't have much time for socializing outside of that. But a few months ago, I started talking to this guy online. And at first, it was just distraction. I wasn't looking for anything serious. But as time went on, things started to shift. It's been more than just talking. We've had real conversations, talked about things I don't usually talk about with people. And somewhere along the way, I realized I was, starting to care more than I thought I would. At first, I didn't even think much of it. It was just someone to chat with when I had a free moment, you know? But the more we talked, the more I realized there was something different. I felt heard in a way I hadn't in a long time. He gets me. And we have this rhythm when we talk. It's like I can be myself and he just listens. I don't even have to explain myself half the time.
You're talking about real connection. So what changed for you?
Well, I didn't think much of it at first, but then I realized I was waiting for his messages. I wanted to know what he thought about things. It wasn't just about small talk anymore. It was deeper. And that's when I started questioning myself, like, is this normal? Or am I just projecting my own need for connection onto someone who's just there for the attention? And the thing is, I wasn't looking for a relationship, let alone this kind of emotional involvement. But it's happening.
So this started off as casual, but now it's more than that? So what, you're thinking there's potential here?
I don't know. It's hard to explain. We talk about a lot of things, but it's not like we've made...
Wait. Nothing physical, right? Is it something you think could lead to more?
That's the thing, Bill. I don't even know if it's about the physical part. It's just, I don't know. It feels like something real. Maybe it's just me overthinking it, but I feel like this guy might be someone I could really connect with beyond just the casual side.
All right, Lena, let's take a step back for a second. How long has this been going on? How long have you been talking to this guy?
It's been maybe about 6 months now.
And how many times have you met this guy?
We haven't met yet. It's been all online.
6 months and no in-person meetings? I get that things can develop online, but that's a long time, Lena.
Paul, what do you think? How long should people wait before meeting up in person after talking online for a while?
Honestly, I think after a couple of weeks, you should start thinking about meeting up. If you're talking every day, building that connection, there's no reason not to take it to the next level. If there's no rush and it's just a casual thing, fine, take your time. But after a month or two, you're really just delaying the inevitable. If it's real, you're going to want to see if the chemistry translates in person.
I think after a week of talking every day, you should be ready to meet up. I mean, if you're building a real connection, why wait? It's not about dragging it out or keeping it casual. The longer you wait, the more you risk building up unrealistic expectations. What's stopping you from meeting him? You've been talking for 6 months, you're feeling a connection. So what's holding you back?
Honestly, it's mostly because of work. My schedule's crazy. There are days I'm barely sleeping, let alone finding time to meet someone. I kept thinking maybe next week, but next week just never comes. And the more time passed, the more awkward it felt to bring up.
That's fair. Life gets in the way. But 6 months, Lena, that's a long time to be stuck in maybe next week.
And let's be real, if he really wanted to see you, has he made any effort to adjust to your schedule? Has he offered to make it easier somehow? Or is he just comfortable keeping it all online?
Has he tried? Like, even suggested meeting halfway or just showing up with coffee on one of your long shifts? I mean, anyone can talk behind a screen, but showing up when it's inconvenient, that's where you see intent.
Yet, like, has he ever asked, when's your next free day? I'll come to you. Or is it always just convenient little chats whenever you're available and that's it?
I mean, he's mentioned wanting to meet, but it's always vague, like, we'll see. But he's never really pushed for it. And no, he hasn't offered anything specific like that.
6 months is a long time to stay completely virtual. How about video calls?
We've done voice calls, and I've seen photos. He sends me selfies sometimes. But yeah, no video calls. He always says he's not comfortable with them or that his camera's not working, something like that.
Camera's been broken for half a year?
That's a major red flag. You're a grown woman, Lena. This isn't your first rodeo. You know that kind of excuse wouldn't fly with someone you were really dating in real life.
Okay, Lena, I gotta say it. This dude is starting to sound like a Netflix documentary waiting to happen. 6 months, no camera, always knows what to say. I mean, come on. Even my food delivery guy has a selfie on the app. Look, I'm not trying to be mean, but when someone ghosts the camera for half a year, it's giving I'm using stock photos energy. Man, even cats accidentally turn on the front camera.
Here's my take, Lena. If a guy can talk to you for 6 months and still not show his face, that's not just odd, it's intentional. At this point, it's not about being shy or busy, it's about effort. Grown adults make time for what matters, especially if they're serious about someone. You've been giving this guy your time, energy, maybe even emotional investment, and he's managed to keep things vague the whole way through. That's not normal, and honestly, it sets a weird foundation. If this ever did turn into something real, what kind of trust are you building when you've already accepted that much uncertainty? You're not naive, Lena. You know when something doesn't add up. And this, it doesn't. So either you push for real accountability and see him, verify, clarify, or accept that you're probably entertaining someone who's not telling you the full story. But keeping things how they are, that's just dragging yourself through more confusion.
I know you're both right. I mean, I'm not some teenager, you know? I thought I was being smart about it. I didn't want to come off as desperate or clingy by pushing too hard.
Lena, listen, you're not the first smart, capable woman to get caught in something like this. Don't beat yourself up, but don't stay stuck either.
Got it. Thanks for the help.
And maybe next time ask for a video call before 6 months pass, yeah?
Lesson learned.
All right, get out of here.